See,
Oh yeah, nice. I like it.
now it's for real.
Awesome.
Okay, this is Eldon. Eldon, can you tell us something about you?
Well, I don't know because I think we've recorded this like 4 times. So I'm not sure I
No,
even know who I am anymore.
no, we haven't recorded it. We haven't recorded it. You mean we tried?
Well, we do have fun, so I do like that. Let's see. Well, about me, I'm a sub 2 student. I'm a software engineer. I'm also a deal maker student, and so I'm trying to learn how to invest because I haven't done that successfully throughout my life. So, and it's actually one of the most important things that I wish people would have like told me, or I would have sought out in a better way. But I feel like the sub 2 mentorship is very helpful because real estate, I think, is like one of the best investments you could make. Um, Basically, the returns on it are way higher than like if you were to invest in the stock market or 401k, something like that. Uh, but it's not passive like people say. There's work,
Mhm.
but and I guess you could do badly too by buying bad deals, and then that might take you a lot longer to get into the positive cash
Mhm.
flow area. But yeah, so I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to learn. Oh, and the sub 2 thing I really like because there's a lot of knowledgeable people there. The community is always really helpful. Um, I've met a lot of people like Jocelyn, which is very cool because I'm kind of a, you know, I don't know, isolated kind of person usually. Um, and I'm excited to see like what we can do. For me right now, I have my house. I'm setting up like a part of it as a rental to do midterm rentals.
Mhm.
And haven't done that before, so that'll be new. I did rent part of it long term for a couple years, and that helps, offset the rent. I'm hoping that I can get it uh, uh, turned into like almost like a duplex or so, and then be able to pay my mortgage and live for free here. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. Um, and I figure that's like a great house hack, call it.
Mhm.
I think
Yes.
that's a great way to start because if you can offset your living expenses, then the choices you can make better. You can make more investments that way going forward.
Mhm.
So cash flow. So I think cash flow is the thing for anyone that's wanting to build wealth. I think cash flow and assets. The people with assets are doing well. The owners versus renters thing, right? You know.
Right.
So now we have like a lot of uh, people becoming renters for different reasons. The prices going up so high and interest rates so high. Um, there's definitely kind of a bit of an inequality there, and so you want to try to do whatever you can to be on the owner side. So yeah, yeah, that's me. That's me. That's Eldon.
That's you. Um, have you been in other mentorships before, and why sub two?
So I hadn't sub two is the first mentorship I ever tried. Usually I
Mhm.
just learn things on my own. Um, and like I say, I usually not I'm not a join type. I played soccer a lot, do pickup soccer and stuff. So now I'm too
Mhm.
fat, but like I was. And, but that's about it. That's about what I've done for joining. So sub two was different, I think, because I think, honestly, the main reason that I decided to do it was because I thought that old thing that like if you keep doing the things the way you were doing them, you're going to get the same results. So I felt like the mentorship leap was important, was a thing to try,
Mhm.
was a thing to try to do something differently. The reason I picked Pace was I watched a lot of his videos, um, and it just struck me that it just made a lot of sense. Like I should be able to find these houses and take them over sub two or seller finance or different combinations of that. But I haven't actually done that yet.
Have
So
you have you I mean not necessarily have paid into other mentorships, but like have you checked out other mentors, let's say on YouTube University? They're free, and they have like other people showing mentorships.
yeah, I don't think I had. I did do Udemy courses for
Yeah.
programming,
Hmm.
different programming things. Like I ended up getting AWS certifications for their solution specialist and
Hmm.
developer and solutions professional, I think it's called, or whatever it's called. So I kind of did some things like that, and I've always been, you know, learning since back when the internet was just listservs, essentially.
Uh-huh.
You know? So I mean, I've definitely learned a lot from the internet.
When I was printing dot matrix,
What is this? Oh, dot
when
matrix. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and YouTube, I love YouTube. I found it really
Mhm.
powerful. I didn't used to watch it for a long time, and then I don't remember why exactly I got so hooked on it, but I think I really enjoyed the learning part. I love to learn.
Uh-huh.
So I think I just started enjoying the whole learning thing, and
That's good. I mean, it keeps your mind active.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it does. I think it's important, right?
Mhm.
uh, so you need to have something that makes you excited in the morning, right? To get
Yeah.
up and do your thing, and so I like my W-2. I enjoy programming, so
Mhm.
I'm pretty excited about getting up. Although I don't like getting up early, but I'm pretty good about enjoying that. But also I like to always feel like I'm advancing every day on
Mhm.
at least a couple fronts. Something with
Mhm.
programming and then something else. So I think that's my guess. I don't know, but my guess is that's the key to um, living longer. But I'm not sure, or not. I shouldn't say the key, a key, because if you're always getting satisfaction out of accomplishments, no matter how
Mhm.
small they are, if you're always moving forward, then you're always like hopeful and excited about your next day and what you're going to do. So I think if you're in that
Right.
situation, I think you'll live longer. Could be wrong. We'll see. Might die tomorrow.
It's not. Well, I think it's not just living longer. It's not
Mhm.
just a quantity that you're getting better at, but the quality of your life is getting
You're
better
right.
as well.
Yeah, that's really important, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's me. That's me. Are you? Like? What gets you up in the morning? What motivates you?
What motivates me?
Sure.
Oh, certainly not my work,
That's funny. Maybe you need
but
to be a programmer.
no, um, no, that is going way over my head. I'm not like a technical person.
Well, anybody can do it. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
yeah, it just takes time. Just takes time. But you got to enjoy it, or else it's just would be torture.
Hmm. I think that's it. Torture. Like, I had that before when I was going to college a long
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah,
I think I had one class, right? And
yeah.
it was an elective. And I don't know, for some reason, I thought I'm going to try um, computer something, something,
Oh,
whatever,
cool.
right? Those zeros and ones.
You betcha. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I think I'm gonna fail this class. So I had to scramble and find me somebody that's gonna partner up with me that's doing good in that class.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Did that help?
like, yeah, if
Yeah,
like if we have group projects or
yeah.
whatever, I'll be the secretary. I'll write it down, whatever, and you can work on it.
Oh, jeez. Well, programming is hard, and
Hmm.
so if your first class was about like basic programming, then
I
that's
don't
really
know
hard.
that what time was that? Like,
Mhm.
I think what you call DOS or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So DOS is the operating
Yeah,
system. Yeah,
it's a long time ago.
yeah, yeah. So at that time, you could have been learning BASIC as a programming language, or you might have just been learning about the operating system, DOS.
I, you
So
know, I don't even really
mhm.
care what it was as long as I get what's required for me to
Yeah,
graduate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny. I was in high school, and the computer teacher. We were lucky to have a computer teacher because I was in Idaho, a small town. Um,
Hmm.
and I remember him showing us a DOS book, and he had brought in his own computers. So there was like a Commodore 64s that he brought in, and some other ones. Um, and I remember that he was teaching us BASIC, and I ended up really enjoying it. I ended up borrowing one of his computers over the summer,
Oh, really?
and yeah, and building a game.
Hmm.
I called it Fast George 3. It was kind of like those little levels, like Donkey Kong kind of thing.
Yeah, dig that.
Yeah. But the problem was is that the basic language was too slow to do that.
Right, right.
So it was actually like, I mean, the game worked, but it wasn't fun because it was completely painful because everything was so slow.
Hmm.
But it was fun. I really enjoyed that actually, which was surprising because I uh, I grew up hunting and fishing and stuff, and it was a very different world. We built log cabins, and uh,
Hmm.
you know, it was very different than computers. But I like to learn, so I think that's part of what drove me. So I'm kind of curious about everything, really.
So you still enjoy like hunting and stuff to this day?
I haven't hunted in a long time. Uh, I think the last time I went was last time was I hunted deer last time. Yeah, and that was kind of a good experience. You know I enjoyed hunting a lot. Um, and it was when I was in college,
Hmm.
I remember that there was a time when I um started to wonder, if it was okay to do, right? Started to have
What?
ethical
Oh, uh,
concerns about it.
uh,
Yeah, and I remember I ended up writing, and I was going to I was uh, going to college for a natural resources degree at the time, and I have that degree. Um,
hmm.
and it uh, as part of one of the classes, I ended up writing. It was kind of an ethics class, I think, or something. I can't remember, but I ended up writing a paper about hunting, and I think that I as part of that whole thing, I came to a conclusion that I felt like it was um, okay for me. So I did continue hunting after that. But I did have a challenge at that time. Um, but I think the thing I have the biggest thing is if you eat meat at all,
Mm-hmm.
you're you're doing the same thing, whether you shoot them yourself or
Or
whether
somebody
somebody
else.
else does. And I don't think that there's any I don't know what you would say. I don't think you're a better person for not facing that. I think
Oh,
I think that it's important to,
and
you
I
know,
thought you're gonna say, "Oh, that made me turn vegan."
well, so my daughter is vegan. Yeah. She decided to be vegan, and I've tried, and actually most of the recipes that I have, I do like to cook. Although I haven't been lately. But most of my recipes are vegan because she developed. Uh, we started out more, I guess, typical American diet, but then as she was growing up, she decided that she liked fish and seafood
Mm-hmm.
more. So I just transitioned with her and
Mm-hmm.
started cooking things that she liked and things that I liked. And but then at one point a long time ago, she went to vegan. So I did the same, but I still end up eating meat sometimes. But she really hasn't. So it's yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So I guess now even though I would enjoy going hunting, um
Mm-hmm.
I mean I wouldn't be able to eat the a lot of
What you hunted?
yeah. Yeah, I mean I'd have to keep it to small game, I guess.
So don't don't you think that kind of like um how how do I put it? Don't you think like if you hunt it and then you're not gonna eat it, that's kind of like wasting it.
Yeah, that's the same to me as if you go to the grocery store and you buy food, especially animal flesh, and you throw it out because you didn't cook it in time or something. Yep, not
Hmm.
good. Not good. It's not. It's very wasteful and it's disrespectful in a big way. Yeah,
Disrespectful to who?
to the animal that you took the life from.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you could disrespect somebody more.
But don't you think that's just, elimination of the fittest? And you're better equipped than they are. Oh, too bad. So sad.
Well, yeah, I don't know about all that, but I mean, if you waste, if you know, like if you think about plants, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
grow a bunch of tomatoes and you don't eat them,
Mm-hmm.
that's a waste, right? It's a waste.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, but like it's a waste in one sense, but it's
mhm.
not in another because
Yeah,
whatever you don't eat will rot, and
yeah,
whatever rots it's gonna bring out seeds that's gonna grow to
yeah,
replace that plant.
that's true. But probably you threw the tomatoes in the garbage in a plastic bag and
That's
and they ended up in a landfill. So
that's true.
maybe some birds got it before, but they had to get through the plastic bag first. So I don't know. So how about you? Um, what drew you to sub to?
Well, I don't. Well, unlike you, I don't. I did not get paid well, but like you, I did not plan for my retirement too good either. So
Well, the
like
timing,
I knew that I have always been interested in real estate, but I kind of went like I played it safe and did my W-2 first to get my retirement out of the way,
right? Cool.
get my health insurance out of the way. So
Okay.
now I have health insurance paid for. We have like lifetime benefits
Yeah, yeah.
from where I retired from. So
That's
now
good.
I figured, okay, I have 33 years with this one company. It's time to retire and it's time to think about me.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's very the numbers are a little scary about people that are close to retirement age and how much retirement they actually have and uh
Right. Well,
yeah.
actually, that's one of the points I was trying to
Mhm.
tell you the last time we talked about those tiny villages for like retired people.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons
I
why
love yeah.
I thought of that.
Yeah. I think that's an awesome goal. I think that would be, because then I could envision that the tiny home communities for that are affordable for older persons.
Hmm.
Then I think that I can envision that being a nicer way to live, um,
Right,
and still be affordable, which
right.
I really love that idea. I
I
think,
mean, it's I think living in a tiny home would
mhm,
be a lot nicer than say living in a senior community that in a
yeah,
senior housing that's like,
yeah,
yeah, it's a studio, but it looks like you have a room in a hospital.
it
What
does, yeah,
they're just waiting for you to die or
yeah,
something,
yeah. It
right?
feels like that, right? Rather than feeling like you're home, it feels
Mhm.
like you're in a room in a hospital. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So plus, it's supposed to be a community.
hmm
So
yeah,
if like people knew, not necessarily everyone in the community, but if
mhm,
a lot of people interact with each other, I'm pretty sure that if somebody doesn't show up or you don't see someone for a day or two, you will
mhm,
notice
yeah,
or you'll do a welfare check.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really love that idea. I think that's awesome. I think that's a great goal. I think you would
Yeah.
help a lot of people. Yeah.
And now as I'm thinking about it, because like before I was thinking I want to do this in California where I am. Now I'm thinking, maybe I should start with a place that would be more affordable, start
Yeah.
over there, and then just move over here where it's after after I get the experience, maybe then I'll be able to afford to come over here.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more affordable areas. Uh,
Hmm.
Probably
Yeah,
like the Midwest would be pretty affordable. Um, Oklahoma is interesting. A lot that's pretty affordable. There's definitely some places where, you know,
but definitely not here.
no, not California. And, Nashville used to be pretty affordable, but it's not anymore.
Hmm.
I mean, it's definitely high, but it's still
Well,
going up.
it's
Prices are
it's
going up.
still it's still pretty low compared to over here. It's still affordable.
It's affordable there in California?
No,
Oh, this is
from
affordable.
Tennessee.
Natural's affordable compared to California. Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is still. Yeah, especially depending on what parts you're in,
Hmm.
right? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it seems expensive to me, but it probably, I mean, that's why people are still moving here, I guess, is it's not expensive comparatively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But
crazy though. It's crazy to me how quick everything's gone up and how many people are still moving here and uh but I mean, people do what they want to do, and so that's good.
mhm.
And
I
as
mean,
far as investments, it's a good place to invest still, I think. Um,
yeah,
rents are high.
it's it's pretty, it's pretty expensive, like to people that are originally there. But like if you
Yeah,
come from a more expensive place,
yeah,
then it's pretty cheap to move
yeah,
over there.
yeah. It could be. Yeah, yeah. I'd be curious to see. Uh, definitely like if you're coming from San Francisco, it's way cheap probably. But but I don't know if all parts of California anymore. Nashville's gotten pretty high, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done a
Yeah,
comparison.
I I was reading a couple of days ago. It said like San Francisco is not that high anymore.
Oh,
Like
really?
real estate prices are like declining.
Oh, wow. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, I used to fish out the gate in San Francisco. I love that. Out the
Oh,
boat.
at,
Yeah.
oh, by the Presidio.
Yeah. Yeah, I would normally, I think I would launch my boat across from Oakland and then
Oh,
go out in the bay and then go out the gate and
mhm.
fish like Half Moon Bay too. Um, and Fort Bragg. I used to love that. Beautiful. California is beautiful.
I used to go with my family when they go
Yeah.
fishing, but I would go not really to go fishing, but
Mhm.
I like go seeing places.
Yeah.
So I would go for the drive.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
So like okay, you want to fish? Let me go stay in the car and go to sleep.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Our family vacation for many years was to go and camp in Fort Bragg. And
Mhm.
we would fish and crab and we'd catch salmon, tuna out of Fort Bragg, but not generally on the family vacations. But oh, and abalone, dive for abalone too. I love that. Yeah,
Oh.
beautiful places. Beautiful places.
Hmm. No, I just, you know, I like going to different places.
Yeah.
So if they tell me they're going fishing or whatever, I don't like doing that, but I'll
Mhm.
go.
Nice.
I'll go to see different places.
Yeah.
Don't,
Nice.
don't go fishing in the same place.
Well, that doesn't work well if they find a really good spot. Then they're
Hey,
not going to
but
want to go somewhere else.
if I'm making the sacrifice to go, then you should make the sacrifice to let me go see something else.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh man. Well, I better. I think I'm getting a little
You,
loopy.
uh, it's getting late.
Yeah. But I loved being on your channel. I appreciate it. My
Thanks for
honor.
talking to me.
Yeah. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy talking to you.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
very nice.
this time for real, it's recorded.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought for sure it wasn't gonna be. Like odds were. How many times did we tried like 4 times, I think.
Or maybe.
Well, that's funny. Well, I'm glad we finally did it.
Hmm.
Well, pretty soon you'll be a pro and you'll have like, hundreds of videos up and hundreds of interviews and you know, I'll have to beg you for a time to get back on your YouTube show.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Jocelyn.
Good night.
Good night.